Hi, Fade and Boost, AMA 17, video number 7. Now, I'm returning to page 1, the very first question from Rich the Villain. He said, you often describe yourself as a power rater. I don't think I describe myself as a power rater, I think other people maybe do. He says, what exactly is a power rater and can I achieve this status? So I'm going to actually give a power rating demo just to show you how it's done. Now, to me, power rating means you've got to be rating 20 beers an hour. So yeah, 3 minutes to do your whole thing. Now, I don't tend to do electronic rating, live rating, unless I'm just chilling and in a bar on my own. So it's all notebook and shorthand for me. So I'm going to rate an average beer now in a notebook. It's going to be this. Hop Art Golden IPA. Typical English IPA. It's actually a premium bitter ISB. It's going to be a bit of a Glow Boost Gold sort of thing. So I'm going to just see how quick this is, but I'm going to be doing it in shorthand in a notebook and just give you an idea. Anyone who doesn't know how a power rater works, pen is helpful. Right, little play off. So I have to time this from pour to finish. So I'm 1:21. So it's GB, Golden Blonde, Mod, OW, Off-White, Thin, M, PM, Straw, Light Citric LC, Grain, Muted, not a lot going on there at all. Taste, Bland, Light Bread, Hint Melon, Faint Caramel, Grassy, Light Floral, Medium Body, Light Prickly Carbonation, Semi-Dry Enclosed SDC. It's pretty crap. It's a 3, 5, 5, 3, 11. Done. 1 minute 4 seconds. There's the rate in shorthand, power rating, and that is going to join the River Thames shortly. How you do it? And bear in mind you've then got to make the header for the next one, so yeah, not 1 hour every 2.5 minutes, 20 plus an hour. So, back to page 8. Got pen down, go back to a good bit, back on the Beaver Dam. We're taking a vote shortly, what beers to go for next. I've got 2 more cans of the double IPA. I've got a Horrell's Mega Blend, and I've got various Imperial Stouts lined up in the fridge. So I might even do the Mega Blend just as a palate cleanser in the middle and then hit the Impies. Mega Blend, by the way, is my favourite beer. 4.9 is my highest rated beer. I'm the highest rater of Mega Blend. I've got about 25, 30 bottles still. 2013 is the Boss edition. So, we have a picture question, so I'm going to look at the picture right now, from Rich the Villain. The burping stage now. Burping. How did this happen? Ah, right, so how did this happen? It's like me being starved for a day again. I've been starved for a day 3.1 times in the last 2 years, I think. The 0.1, I was literally starved for a day about a week after I was starved for a day, and I lasted about an hour. Someone started a starved for a day thread and it's gone by the time I looked. Yeah, I'm not triple premium, you know, you invest, you get rewarded. But I've still not been the fucking spotlight for a day. Jote, sort it, what's going on? Chino Skillsian, Patrick, from California, who I shared a car ride with. Actually, we've been quite intimate, myself and Patrick. We were all bumped up in the back together because wingman Big Dave was in the front with Bobby, so we were in the back. And Patrick says, alright, look, in one trip, I need to hit Ascot, Newmarket, Sandown, York and Epsom. If I fly to England in the next 2 years, will you help me do this? Yes, I will, Patrick. I live in Windsor. So you've got Windsor Racecourse, bonus Monday night racing. I'm 7 miles from Ascot, 5 miles from Ascot. Sandown, 15 miles, Epsom, 20 minutes. It's all near to me, to be honest. Apart from York, Newmarket, but yeah, certainly do those 3, take those out in 3 days easy. You're very welcome. Just drink some shit Californian sour beer or something. And that's a good one actually. Patrick again, Chino Skillsian. In my opinion, Nigel Farage. Anyone who doesn't know Nigel Farage, he's a UK Independent Party. Big stir at the last election. They kind of got a lot of votes, but they didn't get anywhere. And he was the leader. He didn't get in as a member of Parliament. And he said he would stand down, which he did, but then he got voted back in by his party because there was no one else. And anyway, Patrick says he's a fucking badass and should be given life rule over the UK. What's your opinion of him? Well, he's a bit of a fucking knob jockey, let's face it. He's a fucking dumbass. But he's a bit different, and he's kind of stirred things up a bit. So I don't have, I mean, I wouldn't want him running the country, but yeah, he's an interesting character and he's a bit different. Rich the Villain. CDAs, was it love at first taste, or did you have to spend time with a few different ones? No, it was love at first taste. I discovered CDAs in America, 2005, and they weren't quite a big thing then, but they were kind of up and coming. What was the first CDA you had? I'm not sure. It might have been just like a random one in a brew pub in New England, maybe. I'd like to say, but it could also have been maybe 21st Amendment Back in Black. Was that around in 2005? Rings a bell. Can't honestly remember. I wasn't rating then, so I don't really know. A CDA done well pretty much tastes all the same. Is this a dumbass statement, or is there an element of truth? Well, it's a bit of a dumbass statement, and every bit is different. I like a CDA because I've always liked stouts and porters. So back in the 90s, whenever I was in a pub in the UK and there was cask beer on, I would always be seeking out stouts and porters to break up the monotony of golden blondes and bitters. So, like stouts and porters, I've discovered proper hoppy beers when I went to America in the early 2000s. And CDA is done well for me is a good blend of the two. So CDAs, future. And another one from Rich Devon. He says, was you upset when Nigel Pearson got the sack? A little bit, but the bloke's a bit of a loose cannon, so it wasn't a shock. Can he really take us forward to the next level? Top 10? I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather have kept him, but not a shock and not massively smashed. However, do you think Claudio Ranieri would do a good job? Oof, I'm not sure about him at all. I mean, he's like out of the picture for a few years. He's been managing Greece or someone. He lost to something like the Fair Islands. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm not impressed with him. Better than Harry Redknapp, but yeah, wait and see. I expect relegation. Esteban Cambiasso was a pivotal player in Leicester's survival last season. Are you concerned he hasn't given them another eye on? Yeah, he was fucking boss. He was top man. Yeah, that's shit. And I reckon if Pearson had stayed, he'd have stayed. So yeah, bit of a piss of that one. Drake is from Virginia, I believe. Never met him. He says, do you hang out with Jack L? Yes, I do hang out with Jack. If so, what is the most embarrassing thing you can tell us? Well, Drake, I don't actually have that much time. Yeah, Jack's a good boy. He's a bit of a light. He's a big guy, not fatty boom boom, but big, tall guy. Kind of lumberjack build, lumberjack shirts. But Jack is a bit of a lightweight, really. I mean, you've got little skinny Leighton drinking under the table any day. And Jack is known as Jack the Sipper in our circles. Jack the Sipper, Jack the Slipper. Play on words with Jack the Ripper. And yeah, he'll keep going, but he'll slow down. He'll get very quiet, Jack, at a tasting. He'll stop talking at about maybe. So we start tasting at 7, 9 o'clock on a long tasting. He'll stop talking, conserving his mental energy and trying to keep with it. But yeah, I've got no real embarrassing stories, but he should be able to drink a bit more for a guy his size. That's all I'll say. And I'm coming up to 9 minutes now, so I'm going to move on. I'm going to do a few more here. Black Habit, Jeremy. Who would win a dog shitting size of turd competition? Solid question. Like a question about poping. A puge. Jeremy, you've written pug. It's a puge. P-U-G-E. You're not educated in 1950? My dog, Brendan Dog. Lying down there now something. Or foam fan. He is after all a Great Dane. Let me think. I've been to Foam Fan's house, had a really nice place in there. Charlotte, she does great food. And if you load up on her food, I think, well, me or Foam Fan would shit bigger because it's just great food. Brendan would be second. Pugh would be like last. No problem there. Black Haddock. If you had to have a liver transplant, whose liver would you want and why? Calf's liver. I like calf's liver. Bit of pepper, bit of garnish, bit of balsamic vinegar, bit of flash pan fry. Calf's liver. Is the question about medicine or eating? I'm not sure. Black haddock again. I'm going to time out. Two more. Two more with time out. We'll get on to page 9. So it's page 8, last week. Both black haddock. You can invite 3 famous people, male or female, dead or alive, and not rate-variants, for a supper party. We don't have supper parties anymore, Jeremy. It's fucking 2015. It's not Abigail's party. It's not 1976. Please name your guests and why you think the evening will be a success, but not rate-variants. Who would have for a supper party? Fucking hell. I really don't know. I'm going to have to pass on this one. If I say supper parties, I'm not old school. Sorry. This will help people understand more about your inner soul. Oh, really? So be careful with your answers. No flippancy. Supper party? What's supper party? I mean, supper party sounds low boost, doesn't it? I mean, I like a boost party. I like a fucking all-day party. You can get proper crumped by the end of it. So, no. Supper party. 1970s. Best left there. And then Black Haddock replies to Blick Brian from San Diego, ex-New York. Says, why does Black Haddock want to know about your French kissing skills? And Black Haddock says, he's from Leicester originally, and they have a special school there for that sort of thing. I can only imagine that's the school that Greville Janner used to be on the governor's board. I can say that. I'm not like, have I got news for you now? Not liable, I don't think. Slander. Did you go to that educational establishment? If so, what grade did you get? I told you, I've always been complimented on my French kissing. So, 11 minutes 40. Going to time out now, and we're going to move on to page 9 in the next thread. See you soon.